Welcome to the In Shape Fitness Show. I'm Kim Watkins and I will be your trainer for today. And today's workout is called a cardio quickie. It is a little bit shorter than the standard In Shape Fitness Show workouts, but it's quite intense. So let's go ahead and just jump right on into it. We're going to do a couple of warm-up moves, of course. And the first thing I want you to do is kick off your shoes, because even though we're going to be doing some jumping and you're going to be doing some pretty intense work, the ability for your feet to grip your floor and for your feet to develop uber amounts of strength is for you to use your feet, and you can't really do that unless you're in your bare feet. Now, if you have foot problems, major orthopedic conditions, then you want to, kind of draw back and lighten things up, and of course wear your shoes if you absolutely have to. But the first thing is a postural systems check, so make sure that your ears are over your shoulders and your chest is open, your shoulders are back, your tailbone is tucked in, and your tummy muscles are contracted. Now bring your feet together. The toes and the heel should be touching. Toes and heels should be touching. Now grip the floor with all four corners of each of your feet and contract all of your leg muscles. We're going to start with a standing swim. I want you to bring your arms back, one at a time, making a big circle back and up and around, just like you are in the Olympics. This is meant to be a quickie workout for your any day that you need to do something super fast. We're going to hopefully get you finished up within, say 16, 17, maybe 18 minutes. 18 minutes for sure, maximum. But it's going to do everything. You are going to get some cardio. You're going to get strength work in terms of your core, your legs, your butt, your arms, your back, your shoulders. It's going to be great. Your chest a little bit. Now I want you to march in place for 30 seconds. Time starts now. Lift your knees up to your hip level. Take your time. Make sure that you emphasize that knee lift, forcing the foot on the floor to balance your body weight. It's a really big part of the high knee march. It's not just about marching or, about moving. Obviously, you're doing this standing in place anyways, but okay. Now take it up to a jog. 30 seconds, jog in place with a shoulder press. Add that controlled press up and pull down. That squeeze, especially on the way down, the negative resistance benefits that you get are so important. You don't want gravity to take away the output that you can sustain in this short workout. Remember, this is about you're getting out of the habit of going to the gym because you can do everything you need to do in your living room floor. It's cardio, it's strength, it's agility, it's flexibility, everything you need. No equipment, no stupid machines, no sweaty, grody people that you don't want to see anyways. Okay. Now we're going to do, this is the first official move of the workout. What we're going to do is you're going to do something called a walk out jumping jack. I want you to squat all the way down and put your hands on the floor. Now walk your hands out to push-up position and do one jumping jack with your feet. So jump your feet out as wide as possible, jump your feet right back in, then walk your hands back and stand all the way up. Time starts now. 30 seconds. These are walk out jumping jacks. That's it. I want to emphasize that they're walk out jumping jacks because the next 30-second move you're going to be doing is a standard jumping jack. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose and out through the mouth. 4 minutes in. It's the first time I even talk about breathing. It's kind of crazy. But make sure that you take the breathing part really seriously. It is part of your job in terms of exercise. You want to give that oxygenated blood to your muscles, and you want to get rid of carbon dioxide as efficiently as possible. Okay, finish the one that you're on now. Stand up really tall. You're going to do some, textbook jumping jacks. So jump your feet out, jump your feet in. You're lifting your arms up over your head, touching at the top. Time starts now. Make sure you keep a slight bend in your knee for shock absorption and land lightly on the balls of your feet. All right. Very nice. We're almost halfway through here. And we're coming up on 10 seconds. Keep your abs engaged. Keep your back straight. Control your arms. I'll count you down from 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now plant your feet shoulder width apart, pinky toes and heels in line. You're going to do a standard squat. You're going to sit all the way down, making sure that your knees don't go past the tips of your toes. Remember, podcast exercise, very good for you because you don't have to look at something, but you do have to listen to the cues. Really focus on lowering your body straight down, back, your heels. Absorb all of your body weight. All of your body weight is in your heels. Then contract your glutes as you lift straight up slowly. Time starts now. Squats are so important. You must perfect a squat if you want to exercise like a pro. And I know you do want to exercise like a pro. I'm a teacher by trade. I have been teaching various types of things my entire life. And the most important thing I can do as a trainer is to help you understand that you don't need me. You can do a squat while you're brushing your teeth. It's often when I do my squats in the morning when I brush my teeth or when I'm waiting for the elevator. You should see me in my New York apartment sometimes when I'm standing in the hallway and I'm like doing my squats or wall sit or something, and my neighbors see me, and it's just, but I try to fit exercise in whenever I can because I don't have any time to go to the gym. Okay, now add a jump to your squats. Jump at the top and go right back into the next squat. There's no sort of separation between one squat and the next. You're just a fluid movement all the way down. As you're lifting up, you got to get some explosion in your feet. You can lift a little bit high, land lightly on the balls of your feet, then shift that weight back to your heels as you go right back into a squat. You're doing great. Excellent. Okay, make sure you are breathing, inhaling on your way down. You exhale as you lift back up. All right, keep it going. Couple more seconds. This is kind of a hard workout. I told you this already. Just making sure you understand we're almost halfway through. We're about halfway through here. And you're done. Okay, take a deep breath. The next couple of moves are going to be hard as well. We're going to do a modified burpee, and then we're going to do a burpee. These are also called squat thrusts. And the modified version is where you walk your feet out and then walk your feet in. So you're going to squat all the way down to the floor. Put your hands on the floor beside your feet. Then walk one foot back, all the way back. This is not a graduated walk. You walk it all the way back, then the other to push-up position. Your butt should be down, your shoulders should be over your hands. Then walk your feet back up underneath your torso, and then press your heels into the floor, contract your glutes, and stand up. That's the modified burpee. Time starts now. Nice. Keep breathing. These are hard, but they're not overtly difficult for anyone to do unless you have really bad range of motion in terms of your glutes. I see a lot of people that can't get the butt down. They can bend over, and that strains the back more than it probably should. So I would encourage you to even try to attempt these. Once again, talk to your doctor if you have any back or any orthopedic issues whatsoever. We're going to graduate here now to a standard burpee where you're going to jump your feet back and then jump back in and then stand back up. All right, time starts now on the standard burpee. But if you cannot jump your feet out and then back in, you can either go with the walking burpee in one direction, then jumping in the other, or just continue with the walking burpee. It's up to you. If your heart rate is super high and you're struggling a little bit, just maintain the walking burpee. You've got 12 seconds to go, and then we're going to be on the floor for the rest of the workout. Coming up on 10 minutes and just a few more seconds, and we're going to start some push-ups now. I know you're loving me at this point. Go ahead and lower your body down to the floor. Make sure that your hands are on the floor, vertically in line with your shoulders, but wider than your shoulders. You want to use your chest muscles. Okay, you don't want to have to just use the bicep and your shoulder. So when you're wider, you get a little chest action there. That's okay. And even if you're on your knees, that's okay too. Just make sure that only a 45-degree angle is created by the thigh and the floor. So you're resting on the bottom of the thigh, not actually on your kneecap. Now, if you're on your toes, go for it. Time starts now. Push-ups. Nice. You inhale as you lower your body. You exhale as you lift back up. Take your time. Very good. Keep it going. You are almost ready to switch up to a plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower your body down to your forearms now. Make sure that your elbows are right underneath your shoulders and up on those toes. Now, I'm going to start the time. Here's the thing. Up on your toes. If you can't go for 30 seconds, time is going, by the way, don't fall to your tummy. Again, do not fall down to your tummy. Lower to your knees and push it out. You can do this on your knees. It's still a plank. It's just a little less severe. Breathe through it, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Hold on. You've got 10 seconds more. You can do this. I know it's hard and you've already been pushing your body quite a bit, but you can hang on for 4 more seconds. 2, 1. Very good. All right. We're almost set here. The next move is going to be to turn over. The next thing, rather, is to turn over. And you're going to do a tricep dip. Okay, so what I want you to do is plant your feet on the floor, hip width apart, pinky toes and heels in line, and I want you to put your hands on the floor beside your butt with your fingers facing forward. I want you to focus on using the whole hand, not just the heel of your hand. So use the whole palm, use your fingers, and lift those hips, the butt, everything up into the air, making a tabletop. Now, bend your elbows, lowering your body, and then exhale as you lift back up for tricep dips. Time starts now. Nice. These are hard. Keep the toes on the floor. Don't let your heels take over and absorb all of your body weight, because that transfers to extra pressure in your back. Whereas when you keep your toes down and you're activating the back of the leg, you evenly distribute your body weight in a much more healthy way. Hang in there, 10 more seconds. This, of course, works the back of the leg. Okay, now don't get out of this position. I'm gonna have you do one more thing in this position. It's a tabletop position. I love it. It's called a crab kick. So you're gonna lift up one knee, kick out the foot, bend the knee, put the leg back down, and then do the same thing with the other knee, alternating your knees. Time starts now. Don't even think about this. Just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. I know it's torture. You're feeling like you really want to put your butt down. Try to keep those hips up high. Keep the chest really open. One of the reasons why I love these moves and this position so much is because our sedentary lifestyles push our body into or sort of evolve our body, sculpt it into this grody sort of closed way where your shoulders are rounded and your back has extra strain. This position opens it all up. You've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, on your butt. Very nice. Sculling crunch coming up, which means you're going to keep those hands on the floor beside your butt. You're going to lean back your torso. You're going to lean back 25, 30, 35 degrees. You're going to pick up the feet, bring your knees in towards your chest, and then straighten your legs out. That's it. Good. Inhale as you bring your knees in. Exhale as you extend your legs out. Time is going. And this is called a sculling crunch. Very nice. We're coming up. We have 2 moves after this. Last 2 moves coming up. Of course, they're abdominal moves. I try to keep things fairly standard for these workouts. I don't want to throw any curveballs to you in terms of form, kind of like the sequencing of things. It's fairly standard that you do a lot of work on your feet and then you get down on the floor and then you finish with your abs. And it just makes sense to do it that way. People understand it. It makes sense. Sometimes we mix it up when I'm with clients face-to-face in New York City, but for the most part, we just want to keep things creative and unusual and combine the moves that make the most sense in terms of our focus for the week. Okay, last two moves. Russian twist. Keep those hands on the floor. Actually, no, bring your hands up off the floor, rather. Keep the lean in your back, and you're going to keep the abs engaged. Now you're going to put your feet on the floor, heels on the floor, rather, and twist from side to side, touching the floor on either side. At least so as you twist to the left, you're going to touch the floor with your left hand, twist to the right, touch the floor with your right hand. Time starts now. Keep breathing. Keep the back bent, or lean back. And the abs are engaged. Twist as much as you can. Your torso should, the body is meant to twist. It is not meant to sort of just move forward and back. That torso, your waist, is all about being able to move in many different directions. So take advantage of this. Okay, last move. Lie all the way down on the floor. Extend your arms up over your head. Straighten your legs all the way out. And then squeeze your tummy muscles. I want you to lift your arms up. As you exhale, squeeze that navel, draw it in towards your spine. Lift your body all the way up so that you're sitting all the way up straight. And slowly lean forward. If you can touch your toes, that's great. If you can't, don't worry about it, but just feel the stretch in your hamstrings and a little bit of a stretch in your back. Now straighten back up and slowly, very slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower your body back to the floor. Very good. Let's do one more and then you're done. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your body up. Lift your rib cage as you're sitting straight up. Your legs are straight. Lean forward. Touch your toes or your shins or your knees, but you should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. And then straighten the body once more and lower your back to the floor, one vertebra at a time. Thank you so much for sticking with me right up at that 18-minute mark, but a little shy of it. So I did make good on my promise. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness, and please join me again next week for another new workout from In Shape Fitness. I will see you very soon. Oh, and if you want a quick reference guide to the moves of this workout, go to inshape-fitness.com, where on the left-hand column you can get and print out that little table so that you can get really fancy and do this workout a number of times with me as your guide, but then you don't need me anymore. You can just do the exercises in your own home and, quicken the pace and take even less time. And anyway, have a great evening, great day. I'll see you soon.